just so darn grateful. Honestly, it's hard to be negative when you're just grateful. The biggest key I can tell you is have an attitude of gratitude. Because when you're so grateful for something, you don't think about your problems or whatever hits you because you're just grateful. Does that make sense, guys? We gotta leave here change. Having an attitude of gratitude. I'm so darn thankful I can't even explain it for my beautiful wife, Freddie Arizzon, for our amazing team. You know, man, for Mike and Lorna. Man, guys, Mike and Lorna are the best leaders. I'm telling you, that's why they earn what they earn. They're praying for me because in the back, because I'm all nervous. I want to deliver for you guys. I want to give you hope. I want to inspire you. So I was in the back, like, almost tearing up and so nervous, and they were just praying over me. I'm like, man, that's why this company is great, because amazing leaders like that. How can we fail amazing leaders like that? And man, guys, it's so worth it to win. It's so worth it to give it everything you got. I'm going to tell you a quick story. I was actually driving to San Diego because we have an office out there, and I was flying, and one of my guys, Seth Moulton, just passed his exam, so I was on the phone with him, and I was on the phone with him like, Seth, congratulations, I'm so darn proud of you, and I was flying through, and guys, I was just so fired up. I was on the phone, and before you know it, I seen a police officer on a motorcycle right next to me. So you know what I did? I'm like, what? How do you guys get ready for a ride? And I pull over, I'm like, dang, he got me, right? So I pull over, and he's like, and he went around my car, and I lowered the window, I'm like, dude. And he's like, you know how fast you were going? I've been following you, you're on your phone, what's wrong? And he's like, wait a minute, are you Mario Arizzon? Is everything okay? Yeah? He's like, I'm in Primerica. I'm like, thank you, God. He's like, dude, I'm a regional leader in Primerica. You know, man, can you give me some tips? Bro, of course, you know, here's my cell phone, here's my house number. If you can't get a hold of me, here's my phone number. And you know what the coolest part? He came up to me in convention, he's actually here. Is that cool or what? Man, that blew me away. I was like, oh my, that's why I know God has me here, man. I'm telling you. He always has my back. Hey, let me tell you something. This is powerful. I see this, it blew me away. I had to share it with you because you are the future of this company. I remember being where you're at in 2009, which is a big dream with hope. And when I seen this, I'm like, this defines the next generation. The biggest and best RVPs this company will ever see is in this room. Let me show you something, guys. This is pretty cool. Look, that's a bar of iron. And look at this. The cost of that is $5. But when made into horseshoes, went up to $10. When made into needles, went up to $350. When made into springs for watches, its value increased to $250,000. See, guys, you gotta think about this. What pounding did the steel bar have to endure to make it worth this much? Think about this. But the more it was shaped, hammered, pounded, put through fire, and polished, the greater its value. Let me tell you something, that's us. Alex talked about adversity, and we gotta look at it this way. See, losers see adversity and they make it a bigger problem. Winners see adversity as a gift. I promise you, every single adversity we've gone through has always made us better. And because amazing mentorship, you are who you hang around with, right guys? I love what my church said, there's no victims here. We're in America, we're in Primerica. And guys, let me tell you something. All of us, like, I hate those people who are like, oh, you know what? I'm just waiting on God. I'm waiting on God. No. God's waiting on you. Right. Does that make sense? Look. It's how you look at it. And look, I'm telling you guys, if you see adversity as a gift, like, oh, this is God molding me. This is God shaping me up. This is God polishing me. He wants me to get better. This is a test. I'm ready to pass that test and come for my blessings. How many of you guys are ready to be molded and shaped? Man, guys, I'm telling you right now, I'm knocking this thing out. I'm so fired up. I'm so grateful. That was me selling at a flea market at night. When I started, I was making $1,000 a month. Look at this next picture. That's my sister-in-law, that's my beautiful wife in the middle, and that's me. I've been knocking on people's doors, and like, what is this 16-year-old doing here? Like, hey, my kids aren't home. I'm like, oh, I'm your financial guy. Yeah, right. And close the door on me. But man, you know, I used to sit down with people, and they used to tell me, you should not do Primerica. You're too young. This is not for you. And I wanted to close, right, guys? So I agreed with them. I'm like, okay, yeah, it's going to be $125. You're right. But inside of me, I had such a fire. Because these two girls were counting on me. Mom moved in with us when she was only 13 years old. Freddie moved in with me when she was 18 years of age. They were counting on me. This is all we had. My little brother, Johnny Arizzon, that's a regional leader that's here, he was counting on me to be a great example. And man, it's just unbelievable, guys. Look, now, she's a power builder ring wearer. She's an RVP here. Right, guys? Now, that young lady's married to a double stud. Right, guys? She's an asset. And look at this, guys. See, you see that, but you don't know where we started. I want to show you where we started. We're just like you, hungry, determined, scared to death. Thinking, man, is this possible? We're just so gullible, but man, we have a new why. That's our hierarchy. Those are our guys that push like crazy to get to the mill, and we huddle up like never before. And me and Franny, look, guys, we're nothing without you. I'm telling you, Hunter, I love you so much. And look, our whole purpose in life is to serve you now. It's to make you better. And guys, I'm going to end with this. Look, there's a fisherman, and he went out to sea, and a bad storm hit. Before you know it, he woke up, and he was in a deserted island. And he was very faithful to God. He was praying to God, like, God, I know you're going to save me. I know you're going to save me. Help me. And he's like, you know what? He was getting blisters because it was so hot. So he built a hut. And after he built his hut, because he was working all day, he got very hungry, so he went out to go find some food. As he went out to go find some food, he came back, and the worst thing imaginable, he's seen his hut on fire. And he's like, how is this possible? I was working all day, I'm hungry, you know, God, why would you let this happen to me? He got on his knees, and he started praying to God. He's like, God, why? God, why? Why would you let this happen to me? You know, first the storm, now this. And he just passed out. He gave up. 2 hours later, he heard a big ship coming. Sounding. It was making so much noise. It was blowing its horn. And he woke up. He's like, I'm here.